to another episode of the Sistah Talk. I am your sister, Ms. Beatty, and y'all already know that's what a Z. And this is my sister,
Gold Chain Diva.
And we're just two sisters
with a lot to talk about.
And we always
got a lot to talk about.
Always. Oh.
That's why we always got a little drink. Keep our whistle wet.
Yeah, please. Cause
what's been going on, sister girl?
Man, I honestly, first is, I know I've been saying each episode, your sister's supposed to be closing on the house. Your sister's getting the house. The sister finally closed on a house, y'all.
Yes, the wait is over. The wait is over.
It's over. I am now in the crunch time of packing
She's
myself.
She's now a black homeowner.
Listen, and it feels...
She now got equity.
It feels great, though. It feels really, really good. Now, for the stressful part, just packing and moving. But,
Well, listen, I'll let y'all know if my joints is hurting as I help. Okay?
But what's been going on with you, sis?
I don't know. I feel like it's the same old same for real.
Same old same?
Yeah, same old same.
Anything?
Keeping your head above water. Like, that's what I feel like I'm doing. Trying to implement new patterns, new habits.
Okay.
Still trying to continue on the up and up with my mental health for 2024.
Okay. What about school, though?
Well, that's what I was about to say.
What about school?
I was about to say that. I did start the program.
Okay.
I actually have a project, which you know.
Yes.
So I'm excited about this first project. So stay tuned for that because I will post it on my Instagram.
Okay.
And support. Run the links up when you see it.
Okay.
But before we go further,
okay,
I wanted to let them know because this crap was so funny to me, and you probably gonna be so blindsided by this. But so we have been planning to go to Vegas for Lovers and Friends. We missed pre-sale because pre-sale was over in 55 minutes.
Literally 55 minutes, y'all. Like, it's so crazy because I was sitting at the table and I remember clicking on it, waiting, and then the next thing I know, I get a notification on my phone
that says sold out.
And I instantly Google meted you. I'm like, sis.
I said, bruh.
Yeah.
She was calling me 2 seconds later. We knew what was up. So, but the funniest thing about the whole situation, I just wanted to bring this up because I thought it was so funny.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember telling me that you wanted to chain yourself to me?
Okay, y'all. So
no.
Listen.
Let me give y'all the premise of what I mean. We talking about this concert, and as y'all know, I'm tall. Miss Beatty is on a little more shorter side, the fun size. Size. And we talking about this festival, and Miss Beatty is just so like
I'm literally crying.
Distraught.
I am
about thinking about being trampled, and she asked me, "Can we chain ourselves to each other?" And I didn't really know how to feel about that.
I was dead serious.
I know, and that's the problem.
Like, so you were really, really confused at this conversation, and I'm really like, you don't understand. This is really a fear of mine, and I don't want to get lost from you. Because what if you turn around and I'm not there?
Bro,
like
in my mind, I'm really thinking like she really want me trained to be like.
Yes.
She look, Miss Beatty trying to be like this at the festival. Anytime I move, she trying to be like this, and I was just like, in my mind couldn't fathom it. I was just like, yo, what is people going to think when they see two grown ass women chained to each other?
Listen, I was dead serious, and the funny thing is, I think I proceeded next to say, "Do you think I could be on your shoulders?" And you said,
she absolutely said that, and I said, absolutely not.
You said absolutely not. So
I just had to let y'all know that because I'm still laughing about that, and that was some days ago. I was like, did this girl really say she want to chain herself to me? But Miss Beatty already know. Yeah, I'm almost 6 foot. She ain't getting trampled no damn way. All she got to do is stand behind me. She be good.
Listen.
She be good.
Oh my goodness, that's funny.
Look, I had to put you on the spot because that crap was so funny to me. I was just like,
I was so serious.
And then the moment that the question happened, which you are aware of what I mean when I say that, I was just stuck. I was like, huh?
You really were. You just stared at me for a long time. And I didn't know if you thought I was kidding, but I was
like, why would we do that? Why?
And I was that serious. I was smiling and everything. Like, this is serious.
No, she was dead ass. And I'm like,
yes.
Okay. Like, I feel like I'm like being like held against my will.
Oh my gosh.
No, I'm just playing. Not too much on Miss Beatty. Not too much on Miss Beatty. But anyway, yo, we gonna get a little serious.
Yes.
It's time to spill the tea.
Let's spill the tea, y'all.
All right. So the first story that we're going to talk about today is a story that a lot of y'all may not have heard about, honestly. It happened at the end of last year where there were 215 bodies that were said to be unmarked graves in a Mississippi jail. This was all sparked. So this is at Hinds County Penal Farm near Jackson, Lord have mercy. Near Jackson, Mississippi. Okay? Mm-hmm. They are currently calling for a federal investigation into the burials, which took place without families being notified. Now, this was all sparked from a situation at the end of the year from a mother of an inmate named Dexter Wade. The mom's name was Betterston Wade.
Okay.
Her son was 37. Apparently, there was a situation where the officers are saying that he was struck and killed by SUV driven by an off-duty Jackson Police Department officer on Interstate 55. Mm-hmm. Just after the mother had just saw him. And apparently, they basically covered up his death and put him in an unmarked grave. So that prompted several other people who never heard about, their loved one's death or passing to look into what happened to their family members that they hadn't heard from in a long time. But basically, NPR contacted the officials in Jackson, and basically Melissa Faith Payne, the city's director of communications, said that the bodies were buried in a pauper's graveyard managed by Hinds County. It's not a secret burial ground, she said, and those graves are the bodies of those who were unclaimed by family when they died. So either those persons were homeless people, inmates from local jails who died, but the relatives never claimed the bodies. Do we believe it?
Kind of not. I don't know. That sounds a little suspicious.
Suspicious.
Like, that sounds super suspicious. I don't know. I wouldn't really like the fact of, knowing that, I don't know, my family member got hit by an unmarked vehicle by a police officer and you just went and took it upon yourself to bury it.
Yeah, because, that really shows, the abuse of power. At that point, You think you're above the law. You think that you can get away with it. You think that nobody's going to be looking for this young man. So you take it upon yourself to try to cover it up.
But don't they always think that they're above? Okay. Yep.
We know that already.
Yeah,
we know that already.
That's
it's definitely a tragedy. When you think about... So when I think about 215 bodies being found, I will say there's a little bit of peace for me. Mm-hmm. And I say peace loosely only because if it is indeed true that they had homeless people who passed away and stuff like that, I feel that I can understand why those people would be buried in that type of scenario.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, how else are they going to get the proper burial?
Or they might just have to get cremated for real.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I say peace lightly because of that situation. But in other situations, when you you just get an eerie feeling when you hear about the amount of bodies.
Yeah.
And they're unmarked at that. So it just does give you an eerie feeling. Maybe not all 215 bodies were done wrong, wrongly or whatever.
Yeah.
But it makes you think about how many of those situations were, and will those people ever get justice?
I know. Scary.
Definitely.
Scary thing, and let's not forget Mississippi is already a very
Yep. Yep. So speaking of prison.
Not speaking of prison.
Speaking of prison,
like she said, you got Young Thug and Mariah the Scientist.
Listen, and I know they've been following the case because there's been a lot of foolishness going on with this case. I can't say I'm totally tapped into it, but I've been seeing certain clips.
And I'm not totally tapped into it, but I'm tapped in it enough to know that they played Young Thug.
Yep, they leaked the
whole song.
Oh, well, yeah.
In the court case.
Yes.
That's what I'm speaking upon first.
Yes.
Rich on my whatever. I don't know.
Did a lot of shit
Just to live this here lifestyle. I mean, they played the whole thing.
Came to run to the top of the lifestyle. Look. Living from the beginning.
Listen,
that's how we would have been in the damn
I would have been in the back like this, like
look, I would have been like, oh,
yeah, listen.
Oh, I would have been looking like Thug. Oh.
What made it so funny is how and not to get too much off of the subject, but how serious they were when they were like y'all didn't for 1 second want to like groove with it.
They were super serious in that courtroom listening to that song.
They were.
But I guess it's not a joke to them.
No, it's not.
Because this nigga is fighting for his life.
Yeah, he is. He really is fighting for his life. And with that being said, his girlfriend, Mariah the scientist, goes to, visit him, and I'm guessing they're on a phone call. And I'm guessing they can see each other too. I couldn't really tell the setup if she was actually there or if they were over the laptop or something.
It definitely looked like they were there. From my personal experience with the jail recently. I feel like they have new technology where you can actually like see them on video and stuff like that.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Especially since COVID and all that.
And all that good stuff.
Yeah.
So, somehow their conversation got leaked.
Daddy, am I your baby? What's up, baby? Merry Christmas. I love you.
You look beautiful. This look like a rapper now.
I'm very appreciative. Thanks, babe.
You know,
I miss you.
I miss you too.
I wish that you could be at home with me and you could put it on me. Daddy.
Listen.
And I feel like it's very I don't know, I just feel like it's kind of sad that people are coming at her for being like mushy gushy with her man.
But let's be real, the conversation was a whole bunch of nothing.
But honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was seeing some other people comment on social media about it, and like a lot of girls that are in relationships or have boo things that are in jail are like, yeah, I be talking to my booby bear like that too. And I'm just like, I don't know. I thought it was cute.
What I'm gonna assume is that wasn't obviously like a 15-minute. You have received a call.
Yeah.
It wasn't one of those. So you got at least 45 minutes,
right,
or more, depending.
Right.
So in 45 minutes, you can definitely talk about a lot of shit.
Yeah, you can.
From my experience, it does get a little different.
Yeah.
Where you start, well, hypothetically, like you just start talking about things that don't even matter.
Right.
But I mean, I get it. It definitely does like keep them in a positive spirit.
Yeah.
It makes them feel like nothing is different.
Yeah, because
and helps them keep their mind off of what they're actually going through.
Right, exactly. And to be totally honest, I mean, it looks like he's doing what he needs to do from inside of the jail more than what men do outside of the jail. He's buying her jewelry. Okay. She's saying thank you. She's saying,
I'm so appreciative, Daddy.
Yes, like that was so no, see,
cringy.
I loved it. Honestly, listen.
Daddy, thank you, Daddy.
I had to look up Mariah Scientist's zodiac sign. I love zodiac. And she's a Scorpio. So it doesn't surprise me. She's a water sign. We are just very mushy gushy people. That's just what it is. I don't know what else to say. I like it.
Listen, I'm not going to do too much on Mariah Scientist because I like her song. Baby, you're the reason.
Oh, that's her?
That is her. That is her. But yes, I'm not too much on Mariah the Scientist. Girl, go ahead, hold your man Zion.
Listen.
Because from my understanding, that's not just boyfriend, that's hubby.
Is it?
That's, from my understanding, that's her husband.
Interesting.
I don't know.
Well, they're cute, so I'm here for it. So support your man, girl.
Listen, if that's what it take, do it, girl. Yeah. Listen, he's sending chains. I'm sure he can be sending some more stuff.
Yeah,
so
listen,
hold your man down. If he's happy, you happy. Okay. Now on to more jail topics. Somebody who needs to be locked up under the jail. Okay. I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. I'm not even gonna beat around the bush. Chris Stokes. Okay. As y'all know, and if you don't know, I am a huge B2K fan.
Yes, she is.
Huge B2K fan. Always have been, always will be. I'm pretty sure at 50, 60, 70 years old, I'm still going to be bump, bump, bump. Okay? And singing every word. I was hyped when the Millennium Tour happened. You know, just to toot my horn a little bit, Comic Stars was in the DMs with Raz B.
Okay.
That was my best friend at some point. Even if he don't know, we was cool. Okay? So I say all that to say because obviously, you know, having that exchange with Raz B and feeling like we do have some type of connection, whether he remember me or not, at the end of the day, it was a conversation that was had. It was conversations, okay? I always felt strongly about his situation because I felt like they brushed him under the rug and they always tried to make it seem like he was crazy and they never validated his experience. The only person that I've always felt like from the beginning that always validated his experience was Omarion. Even though Omarion never spoke out and said, hey, I saw this or this happened or whatever, he never made him seem crazy though. He always was like, well, you know, I can't invalidate his experience, you know, he has trauma responses, da 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 da. Like he commented on the facts and said he not acting like that for no reason. Right. Period.
Right.
And so I think that this new news that just recently came out, so Chris Stokes was married to somebody named Monye Morton. She married him in 2004. She recently just posted on social media a whole post, and I'll read it to y'all. It says, just days before I gave birth to my fourth child, he has faced accusations of sexual acts, and I know that to be true. But parties are unwilling to come forward and confirm them. I can confirm that he committed these acts, and it begins with acknowledging what I didn't want to accept. I married a perpetrator of such crimes. Now it's time for me to liberate my spirit and open up about it. For the past 2.5 years, I've dedicated time to self-improvement, working on my mental, physical, and emotional well-being, often in solitude. At this point, my heart's desire is for every victim, including myself, to heal and live long, healthy, productive lives. Seek justice. And she hashtag Chris Stokes, Marcus Houston, accusations, truth, reality. Now, I don't know if they remember, we talked about Marcus Houston and his child bride.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. And let's be honest here. Let's be honest. If the proof is in the pudding, the proof is in the pudding. If Chris Stokes is nurturing Marcus Houston and teaching him his ways, why wouldn't he think that that's okay? Come on.
And not only just like, you know, that, all I'm going to say is they've been throwing a book at everybody.
Yeah.
Okay? We got R. Kelly.
Yep.
They try and get P. Diddy.
Yeah.
They now try and get Chris Stokes. And I don't mean no harm if out of any of those people that I'm more happy like to hear that something might finally actually happen is Chris Stokes.
Yeah.
I never, ever, ever, ever believed for 1 second that he did not do something to them boys.
He's creepy.
Very.
He's creepy. Looking at him is creepy. I think he's a creepy individual. That's just my thoughts.
And just commenting on, so I know you said, you know, you have been watching a little bit of a documentary. I don't think it's, you know, the same documentary that I had seen, because I think it's a couple documentaries on like Tubi or something like that.
Yeah.
But if you know anything about the B2K backstory, so there was one particular, I'm not even going to say it was a documentary that I watched. It was a show that was similar to like MTV Cribs.
Yes.
But it wasn't MTV Cribs.
Yes.
And so they, on this particular episode, they were following B2K. Now, you see all these, so the first house they go to is Chris Stokes' house. And Raz B is talking about the house. And he's like, oh yeah, this is my room, this Chris' room. And that's all who lives in that house.
Yeah.
Now, even though we know that Chris and Raz B are cousins, that still don't mean nothing.
Right.
Family abuses all the time.
Yes.
So then you go to the next house, and then you got Omarion and J Bug, and then I believe one of the members of Immature in the house.
Yep.
Then you go to the next house and you got Fizz, and then another Immature member, and then I believe somebody's like family member or something. But they were all broken up.
Yeah.
But even in the grand scheme of how they were broken up, why was he in that house with Chris Stokes by himself, family or not?
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
He should have been with his band members.
Yes, he should have.
Somebody closer to his age.
Mhm.
It never made sense to me, and it always felt weird to me that Marcus Houston wouldn't have been the obvious choice to be in there with him.
Right.
But hey, I guess that story will continue to unfold. We'll see what happens. Because I mean, at the end of the day, we have been seeing a lot of situations where people are filing civil suits, and normally with a civil suit, they get paid off, and then they. So
I
let's
hope he
see.
gets what he
Justice
deserves.
for Rasby.
Yeah, seriously.
Like hashtag justice
Just
for
Rasby.
Rasby.
Yeah, for
and I'm
real.
serious about that. I stand on that.
Yeah, I agree.
I stand on that.
Weird.
On to less depressing news.
Yes.
But still some BS if you ask me.
Seriously.
There is a female coach, and y'all probably saw the videos, pictures, and stuff floating around on Facebook, Instagram. But there's a young lady called, her name is Brianna O'Connor. She is a high school coach for a girls basketball team, Opelousas. Okay, Opelousas High School. So she is the coach for that team. She has an outstanding record, 18-4. And this young lady, she made news because she was unexpectedly fired because they said this is not a fashion show.
Which is insane. They might as well just say stop being black.
Yeah.
Like I'm really like no, that's it. Cause listen, I'm sure we're gonna put pictures up of her to show you guys. The girl is fly, and she's appropriately dressing for a girls basketball coach. She is. Skirts are past her knee.
Very professional. Like things that she wore as a black woman in corporate are things that I would wear as a black woman in corporate.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what's the issue?
Yeah, I think one, they were haters, clearly. Look, clearly.
Yeah.
They were haters because they can't look good like sis. They couldn't pull it off like sis. They wanted her to come in there with her athleisure and be in baggy sweatsuits or whatever the case may be. But sis was dressed for success, and I'm not mad at it.
No. She needs to listen. Whoever.
Lawsuit.
Please, quickly.
Okay. So, on to another young lady, black woman in sports who is making waves. A lot of y'all may know her. Her name is Tia Cooper. She is a guard on the Los Angeles Sparks. So she is in the WNBA. And this lady, listen, we not giving y'all no foolishness with her. We just wanted to congratulate her on being the first black woman in the WNBA with her own Barbie doll.
First of all, she's absolutely outstandingly beautiful. I
Listen, I'm loving all the black girl magic in sports.
Yeah,
I'm
like,
loving it.
yes.
Just because y'all want to be boring and dry like Sandy and Barbara and Martha.
You heard her. Sandy, Barbara.
Don't be mad because Tia and Brianna
exactly
want to show their personality, and Sha'Carri.
Yes.
Like, come on now. At
It's
the end of the
just-
day, anytime that black women try to express ourselves, we always express ourselves through fashion, with our hair. That's just who we are.
Yeah.
They always try to tear us down and find something wrong with it every single time.
Yes, they do.
Listen, congratulations, sis, on your accomplishment.
Absolutely.
And hopefully there's a lot of black girls out there that will see themselves in that Barbie doll and chase their goals.
Absolutely, and reach for the top, y'all. Seriously.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. But you know what time it is?
Is it time?
It's time. It's time for conspiracy time.
Conspiracy fingers. Y'all, listen. We got my favorite on Conspiracy Talk today. Oprah.
Look, and we say favorite loosely. Because on the last episode, Miss Beatty said that she was the orb. Okay? She was the force behind this person taking a tumble.
I did. Okay, so I definitely say that loosely. We're going to be talking about Miss Oprah and her Skin Medica product.
Look, tell the people, what's Skin Medica, sis? What's Skin Medica?
So Skin Medica, first of all, is made from foreskin, which is, I'm just going to leave it, foreskin.
So when they circumcise your children in the hospital, the way that we talk about the placentas and all that good stuff, they're holding on to the skin.
Holding on to the skin. I'm going to read a little bit of this article because I don't feel like it's believable, but listen, it's believable. It says that so many people may actually have no idea what is in the moisturizer they use every day, which is obvious. It says a particular and quite frankly bizarre ingredient in one of her favorite face creams.
We didn't even say who. Oprah.
I did say Oprah.
Wait, did you?
So yes, Miss Oprah Winfrey. She uses this skin cream. She has her famous friends using it, such as Sandra Bullock. I think I said her name right. Yes, I got her name right.
Look,
Yeah.
1 point.
One
Miss
point for
Phoebe,
me.
Let's go.
Sandra Bullock. And they use this cream. It tightens up your face, and the color of it, which is the odd thing. Steve Harvey had it on his show. It's red. That to me is giving a little bit creepy. It's just giving a little bit. It's giving a little bit creepy. It's anti-wrinkle cream that is allegedly made from the human foreskin. So
Look, now I wonder if they put that on the ingredient list. Come on now.
I feel like they probably use some bizarre
Name that's not foreskin.
Yes, that's not foreskin to mean foreskin.
Hey Google, what's another name for foreskin?
Here we go, y'all. Let's listen to this.
On the website rxlist.com, they say, also called the prepuce.
It says that Oprah publicly endorsed the cream and encouraged her legions of fans and celebrity friends to try it. At this point, you have obviously, you have people that don't like fur, people using fur. You have activists that are now saying that this is inhumane. If it's allegedly what they're doing, using babies, taking their foreskin, using it to put it in this skin ointment to make your wrinkles go away. I believe it.
I believe it too.
I'm not even gonna say conspiracy or not. I believe it.
Conspiracy.
I believe it. She's creepy.
Listen, I believe it too. And if y'all didn't hear what Google said, it's prepuce.
Prepuce.
So if you look on your label and you see PREPUCE, you're putting foreskin on your face.
The company said it hasn't harvested foreskin in 20 years.
Ew.
And
Ew.
Listen, instead,
Not harvest.
Exactly.
Ew.
In
That
20
means y'all
years.
done took somebody's skin
And-
and multiplied the organism.
Yes.
And created grass.
And you took the
Ew.
words right out of my mouth.
Oh,
That's
so
exactly
that's an ew.
No, but that's exactly what they from a sample. Like they grow it now from that's.
Well, I guess that makes me feel a little bit better that they not just out here. All right, your son got circumcised today. Let's go ahead and put it in the jar.
But they probably have been doing that in the past.
I mean, in the beginning, absolutely. To get started,
To get
absolutely.
it hurt.
That's
I just
dirty.
listen, Oprah. I'm not gonna lie, you're just not my favorite people. From the orb floating above your head and you falling to now you advertising the skin cream that makes you look. Can we cancel her?
Listen, I'm okay with that. I'm definitely okay with that. I've canceled. I'm about to say cancel culture. I've canceled Oprah a long time ago.
Did you?
Yeah, I canceled her when she canceled Monique.
First of all,
I felt a way about that. That hit me. The Polkas was my show.
listen, mine's
Okay.
too.
I love Monique.
I used to make bargains.
And she's so real. She's from Baltimore.
Yeah, she is from Baltimore.
She's from Baltimore.
Yes.
We stick with our girl.
Yes, but Oprah, Skin Medica,
Conspiracy.
or not.
Conspiracy.
Ugh. Gosh. Ain't nothing.
Listen, we gonna have everybody at home looking at their products.
Like,
Pre-poos.
Yeah. There it goes. Them sisters was right. Listen, it's gonna be in everything.
Look. My cash app is. Look, if you would like to pay me for my services, okay? Look, we don't say the sister didn't tell you what pre-poos
Listen,
was.
we trying to put y'all on, okay? Okay. But enough with Oprah.
Yeah, we got some interesting topics, okay? We got some interesting topics.
do.
And it's so funny because there's two people who don't got no kids. We try to tell y'all how to raise these children. Listen, y'all just scarred us, okay?
Listen, we really do be telling these.
Listen, just know.
We don't got to
Just
look
know.
at it.
I got 6 siblings.
Listen.
Only one of them are older than me. Okay? So I've been around.
Y'all, I have 3, 2-step and 1, but yeah, I can't really. I don't got that many
Listen,
siblings.
we gonna keep on giving out 2 cents.
Yeah, we are.
Because y'all can't see it because y'all busy.
Doing, yeah.
So we want to let y'all know what the stuff that y'all be missing.
So, I was on social media looking, and I usually don't see a lot of stuff on Facebook. I don't spend too much time on Facebook. But I seen it and I was like, I gotta send this to you. It was a mom that was disciplining her daughter. Her daughter, most chances was somewhere where she wasn't supposed to be. And the daughter was giving her attitude, and you know how you are when a little kid, you smelling your ass. You're thinking, she looked old enough to be liking boys. She had these shorts on, top, whatever. And the mom had to like buck at her.
You want to bust up on me? You want to get out here in front of these little boys and get hard? You want to get out here in front of these little boys and get hard? Damn. Come on. Try it, bitch. Try it. Maya. Let this 4-9 fool you, bitch. I'll knock your ass out. Maya. Oh, she said something. Bitch, don't open my motherfucking car like that. Don't open my door like that, bro. Bitch, I will drag you from this motherfucking car. Come here. I will drag you from this motherfucking car. Right now, before we get in here, I'm gonna need you to motherfucking bring that shit down 3 notches and humble your motherfucking self real quick. Before I hold you down and let her stomp your ass out. Cause you too fucking grown. You a punk ass 12 years old, bitch. You wasn't supposed to be up here. So this
I feel like, my opinion, because you've seen the video, my opinion, she did too much on camera. You have to be very careful what you're doing, because sometimes you're crossing that line of abuse. And what she was saying to her, and then how she hit her in the face, is just like I felt at one point, I'm just like, all right, like, this is doing too much. This is making me feel uncomfortable. I don't feel like that's okay. I felt like she was doing a little bit too much. You know what I mean? I get why, but I felt like she was doing too much. So how do you feel about it?
Well, so the question is disciplining your children online okay, and how far is too far? Now, to give my thoughts on what Miss Beatty said, after seeing the video, so I'm gonna start with this thought, and please don't cancel me, but whatever. If I get canceled this season, we're going to 4th season soon.
Yeah.
As black people, it's not uncommon for a lot of us who too have grown up. Now, I'm not saying this is my experience. I wanted to get that disclosure because my parents did not go overboard like this.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of our experience where people have experienced getting slapped in the face.
Yeah.
And being called bitches by their mom.
Right.
Because it seems like a rite of passage where there's a certain point where she gets older and now you gotta humble her and show her who the boss is because now she's smelling herself.
Right.
So I've heard that type of relationship from a lot of people that I know. Me personally, I've never had that relationship. Me and my mother have never went toe to toe. I mean, my mother is 4'11". Either way, she always put the fear of God inside of me. Yeah. So I never even tried her like that anyway. So I just want to start with saying, a lot of people wouldn't think that just her slapping her like that would probably be the worst thing that she could have did.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad, absolutely, because she slapped the black off of that girl.
Yeah, she did. She was not playing.
On top of that, yes, I do agree with what you said. There's a very fine line between discipline and abuse.
Right. And
she absolutely was verbally abusing that girl.
Yeah.
I feel like as millennials, we have the luxury, or not the luxury, however you look at it, of being the ones who grew up through several phases of the internet. So we've seen this go through phases where we've seen people disciplining their children online, whereas before it was like, oh, okay, but now that we've seen it more often, it makes me feel like people are doing it for the likes.
For the likes.
I never agreed with it because I always felt like discipline your child in private.
Right.
You don't have to embarrass them like that. It's embarrassment enough for you to talk to her like that. Yeah. So that's just my stance on it.
I want to kind of read 2 comments that were made underneath the video from 2 different perspectives that I felt like was kind of interesting. So the first person is Jennifer, and as you can see, she's that's not parenting, that's degrading. all that could have been done at home. The slap is bad enough, but controlled. She didn't let loose on her, but those words. It's the verbal abuse. She's gonna go out and find a man that talks to her just as bad because it's what she's used to. She will never know self-worth, which I felt was very like.
Yeah, because I mean the way that she talked to her, you're belittling her. You're being very disrespectful. And I know I've talked about this with other, friends that I have where we grew up with black parents that don't feel like they have to explain themselves to their children, that they don't have to respect their children, that I'm the parent and this just is what it is. But we got to have a conversation about like what that comment says as far as mentally messing up a person.
Yeah.
Because at that point, you've taught her self-worth. All those words that you said to her, that's what she's going to remember. I don't care how many times you tell her she's beautiful, she's worthy, she's enough. She's never going to remember those words, but she's going to always remember you calling her a bitch.
Yeah.
Always.
And smacking her.
Yep. And so
she
and because I can guarantee you that's not a one-off scenario. That's how she constantly disciplines that child. It does further, corroborate the fact that she will find somebody who's going to treat her like that.
Yeah.
Because once you're in a situation often, you believe it to be normal.
Yep.
And so she's going to go through a very harsh cycle of thinking that type of behavior and that type of discipline is normal.
It's normal, and it's really, really sad. It's really, really sad. Here's one more comment that's actually on the other spectrum of saying that it was okay. So, Sharon says, "Mama, please do it. Embarrassment is definitely needed. Please don't play with her. Call her whatever you want." And then it says, Stephanie Anchor, mind your business, which must be somebody else that commented. That's her child. Something happens to her.
Yeah, but it's the internet child when she start posting the crap on the internet. I'm sorry.
Exactly. No. You're good. No, I agree. Something happens to her. Nobody on the internet will care. Do what you got to do to protect your children. White people got their own agenda for your children.
What do that even have to do with anything? I mean, what? Like, what?
I just felt like this was the most insane... Ignorant.
Because I guarantee you, she grew up like that.
Exactly.
And she thinks it's no behavior because that's how her mother treated her.
And my sister here has a movie, if you haven't seen this, called freaking Vicious Cycle. Okay? Like...
Go to my YouTube channel. Scroll down to last year, okay? Yeah. It was released last year, Vicious Cycles, Malik's Redemption. It talks about all the negative cycles and the things that we go through in life and how important it is to break the cycles so that we can live better lifestyles. Shameless plug. Thank you, sister.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you, sister.
You're welcome. So with that being said, I really was perturbed by this video, and I just felt like it deserved some light, and maybe it's not the best light, but it deserves some light. We need to wake up.
Yeah. I just, like I said in the middle of you reading that, the moment that she decided to take out a phone and record the way that she chose to discipline her child, it became our child.
Absolutely.
She gave us an opinion the moment she decided to put upload and send.
Yep.
She knew what she was going to get.
Yep.
She knew she was either going to get validation for her actions or she was going to be told about herself.
Yep.
But either way, she probably more so went for the clout. Because people do anything for the likes.
Absolutely.
That's just the time that we live in. It's sad. It's sad. Really sad. So I hope that, I don't know. I just don't agree with it. If you one of those parents that post a video of your kids and how you choose to discipline them, if it's not like how the Cosbys used to discipline Vanessa and them when they used to play little tricks on them, or even how like they discipline them on My Wife and Kids where they play little tricks on them to outsmart them and stuff.
Yeah.
If it's not harmless like that to teach them a lesson, a constructive lesson, then I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it. It's not entertaining. It's not funny, and your children are going to be damaged for years to come after that.
Absolutely.
So, well, on the topic of people being parents that probably shouldn't be, there's a video of a white gentleman. I assume that he's a part of the community.
Yeah.
He just adopted a baby girl who is black.
Super stupid.
He recorded a video
Mm-hmm.
to say, the whole time he's sitting there brushing her hair. Oh yeah, because if anybody knows what to do with her hair, can you please send me tips and da 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 and blah 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 blah.
I'm hoping to get this TikTok over to Black TikTok. Any Black parents, we have adopted a Black baby. Her name is Zoe, and I don't know what to do for her hair. I have this little brush. I have something from Shea Moisture. I really don't know what to use, so please, any Black parents or anyone who knows what to do with Black children's hair, please help me in the comments. Thank you.
And literally the comments ate him up.
Yeah, they did.
The comments ate him up.
Yeah, they did.
So the question is white people adopting Black babies, is that the new accessory?
And you know, I really hope that it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Because all babies need love. You know what I mean? All babies need love. So I just hope and truly that his intentions were genuine.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that they were genuine.
Mm-hmm.
I hope he really needs a village to help him figure out what to do with this baby's hair.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, the type of hair that it is, you can figure it out. Or look it up, Google. Something. I don't know.
So, you know, I'm a fan of reading comments on certain posts.
Okay.
I believe someone said that the reason why they ate him up was because of his views politically. Like, he supports people like Trump and different things like that. And supports things that are not conducive to him. His views are not conducive to him raising a Black child. That was number one. By watching the video, there were also comments about, you know, him being so worried about the baby's hair, and she's not even little. Like, it's a fetish. You know what I mean? It's something you're fetishizing.
Yeah.
And so I don't know this man personally, but his name is Willpower on TikTok. If you want to check him out, will.power with 3 R's.
Okay.
But I do believe that he's a part of the community. And just the vibe that I got, just because he's so fascinated with the hair, like, leave that baby hair alone.
Yeah.
I do feel like he might be doing it for the likes.
You think so?
Now, I can't say that every white person that adopts, you know, Black children is doing that.
Mm-hmm.
But I get an eerie feeling about him. I just don't like it. I don't like it.
Listen, I know that in the comments they were saying, like, take the baby away from him and get the baby, let the baby loose. And
I won't go that far because at the end of the day, he hasn't done anything to harm the child.
Right.
So we can't say that he's going to physically harm that baby or anything like that. But if his mind is not right about how he views the life and what it takes to raise a Black woman.
Yeah.
If his mind is not in the right space, he is going to brainwash that little girl.
She is going
and
to
she's
be
not going to know her identity.
No, she's
like,
going
she
to
may
be
grow up
lost.
feeling like, you know, she has to live up to a certain standard. Like, it's going to be so much that goes into that.
Listen, we've I don't want to say this. I do. We've went to school with some people that have grown up with identity crises.
Oh, wait, no. Listen, not us having a whole conversation on the side.
No.
But who are you talking about? Dirksen?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And she's came to...
Well, listen. Alright, I know this ain't the topic, but because of the person that you just named, it just brought me to another trend on TikTok that, bless you.
Thank you.
That just blew my mind. It's this whole trend of hard wig, soft life. I don't know if you saw it, but it irritates my soul.
Hard wig, soft life.
So basically, this trend, and it's on topic. It's on topic. It's not the same thing, but it's on topic. We already said our piece about the babies.
Yeah.
Listen, we'll keep y'all updated on what's going on with this man and whether he actually like objectifies his baby any more than what has already happened. We'll keep y'all posted on that.
Yes, we will.
But hard wig, soft life. So it's this trend of Black women who are saying the harder the wig, the softer the life. Meaning I go to the bar with this crusty lace front that's sitting on the back of my head like this, not even pressed. And that's the one that the white man wants. That's the one that's going to take care of me and give me a soft life.
Welcome to today's episode of Hard Wig, Soft Life, where I, your host Ruthie, teach you the ways of attracting a billionaire. Step number 1, honey, if the wig is on your hairline, wrong, push it back and up. Higher, higher, ladies, higher. The higher the wig, the higher the income. Earn it. Move the hair forward. Take pieces, twist them. Twist them quickly. Quickly, faster. You don't have time, the billionaires are getting snatched up. Sing it with me. The wig is high, it's tilted, it's matted, it's slant.
I believe in miracles. Where you from? You sexy thing, you. I believe in miracles.
So I say that because it pisses me off. First of all, we've talked about natural hair.
Yeah.
And it really pisses me off where we don't feel like we can wear, like, be beautiful and wear our natural hair. We'd rather wear a raggedy wig that looks terrible because it's perceived as being better than our real hair.
Listen, y'all see the sisters right now. We are in our natural state. Like, this is our natural hair. We don't have wigs on.
Nope.
This is us. This is what we wake up, and this is how we are. So
Yeah, because neither one of us even got makeup on today.
No,
the only thing that we have on is freaking lashes.
yeah, like, y'all, you gotta be, listen, you gotta be comfortable enough in your skin to just be who you are and
Yep.
just love yourself.
Yep.
Like, it doesn't matter if your wig is hard as.
Listen, I contemplated. I'm like, I got a couple hard wigs up in there.
Not
Might go-
thinking about putting a hard wig on to go to Cafe Fresco.
I got some hard inches. Oh, pause. Listen. I got a hard wig that I can just slap on real quick and go see how Steve feel at the bar. Cause it's a whole bunch of sugar daddies that look like they was ready to,
Start sugaring.
Listen, I might test that third hard wig soft life.
Oh my god.
I'm ready for a soft life.
Listen, I'm here for it for you.
So look, if I decide to do that, I'll keep you posted.
Yeah.
But y'all ain't never gonna catch me slipping. I don't mean no harm.
Yeah, that's.
Listen, going off on a tangent, because we about to wrap this episode
Yeah, we
up.
are.
But going off on a tangent, I've been watching Basketball Wives, and it's the one chick on there. Her name is OG. She's African. She was born on the show by Jackie Christie or whatever.
Mhm.
But I only brought her up because we talking about hard wigs.
Oh shoot.
And they shaded this girl so bad. They threw a wig party, so that she could pick out a new wig. And Malaysia was like, when she found one she liked, she was like, oh, you like that? You can have it. I'll get it for you. All because the girl wig,
Was back there.
terrible, disgusting. I don't mean no harm. Beautiful, beautiful brown woman.
Mm-hmm.
But that wig, I'm glad. Listen, they could have did it better though. They had to do it shadily.
Yeah.
They really could have said, sis, let me help you.
Yeah, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So.
Definitely. But ladies, listen, feel proud to be who you are. That's
Yes.
all we saying. That's all we saying.
Be you.
That's it. That's all. And not to go backwards, but I did want to comment on this because I totally forgot about it.
Mm-hmm.
There is a way to ask for help. The reason why I want to talk about this is because we may have some viewers that genuinely don't know how to manage their kids' hair.
Absolutely.
Because that is a valid concern.
Yes.
And we're not trying to downplay that for anybody who is living that experience.
Yeah, absolutely not.
There's a woman that I do follow on TikTok. I'm not sure what her name is, but her daughter's name is Scarlett. She's a white lady who has a biracial daughter.
Okay.
And that was one of the things that she needed help with, was learning how to manage her hair. She went through the process of, figuring out who could braid her hair and different things like that. And I love the way that she went about finding out that information because, that's why I think this is a trend. That's all. I think people are just trying to bandwagon something that was innocent. I do believe that, you know, it was like she reached out to him. Like I think she had posted a cry for help or something like that because she really didn't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
And genuinely, there was a black woman who reached out to her and said, "Hey, you know, I can show you some things, da da da." And they actually ended up meeting up with each other. And, you know, she actually shared that information with her. So I do believe that there are instances where it can be innocent, and I do believe that it's necessary because realistically, they don't have hair like us,
right?
And so if they choose to have interracial relationships and have these, you know, interracial babies, they gotta learn.
Absolutely,
they gotta learn. So, and you know me, I'm all for educating people who are wanting to learn,
right,
under the right premise.
Not going like.
So I just wanted to say that piece because there may be somebody out there watching who does have interracial kids and don't know how to manage it. So we just want to give y'all the encouragement that it's a community out there for y'all. But just make sure you go about it the right way.
Listen, hit up the sisters. We're trying to give as best advice as we can.
Yeah, listen, we sure will. We'll put you onto some good products, all that. All that. All that.
So,
well, thank y'all for tuning in. Look, I know y'all been waiting for us to drop another episode because y'all had to watch the sisters go on a hike last week.
Which was
It was fun.
It was fun.
We had a good time on that hike. We hope y'all enjoyed that video.
Yes.
And if you want to be a part of the next sister hike, hit the sisters up.
Let us know.
Because once it get warm again, we going for another sister hike. And I would say it was very therapeutic. We had a good time.
I had a lot of fun.
We had a good time. So thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Sister Talk Podcast. I'm your host, Gold Chain Diva. This is my sister,
Miss Beatty, and y'all already know that's what it is.
And if you want to follow me on social media, my social media is goldchain__diva on all platforms, and my sister,
Miss Beatty MZ_, and that's Beatty, and that's on all platforms. Y'all.
Yeah. And if you have not, make sure you click the little subscribe button at the bottom and then turn on your notifications to be notified every time we drop a new episode. So thanks for tuning in. Have a great night.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.